Attention.
DK!
Okay, I want to make sure it's not terrible traffic around me. Okay, nothing's out there. Rumble is red, Frenzy is blue, and I'm sitting here with 2 toys to review. Hey guys, it's Ryan, aka Firebite27 here today with another episode of It Figures, and today we'll be comparing the Power Rangers Beast Morphers Blaze action figure from Power Rangers Beast Morphers and the Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel Lion Fire Red Ranger. So, a brief history lesson. Ever since Power Rangers first existed, all of its toys were produced by Bandai, the company which also produces Super Sentai toys, which is what Power Rangers is based off of. Well, until last year, when Hasbro acquired both the rights to make toys for and produce Power Rangers as a show. And they chose, instead of adapting Q-Ranger, a season which Bandai had sort of designed to market to the American audience, to adapt a marginally less successful season of Sentai. I think the reason why we didn't get an adaptation of Go Busters sooner was because of one simple fact: Bandai. According to what I've heard online and from multiple videos, apparently Go Busters might have been skipped over because its toy sales were pretty bad. Now, the reason why I think Hasbro decided to go and adapt Go Busters was because, well, the suits are extremely different. They are like nothing we've ever seen before in America. That and the Go Buster suits are awesome, at least in my opinion. We're going to compare the last figures released by Bandai to the figures that are now being released by Hasbro. And I gotta say, the comparison is like Transformers Energon's animation to Transformers Prime animation. I think the best place we can start is with the Ninja Steel Lion Fire Red armor. And it's pretty well sculpted, really. You've got the Morpher, you've got the ninja stars on the sides of the belt right here, underneath his armor, and you've all around got a nice texture sculpted into it. However, where this figure falters is its deco, or rather, lack thereof. I mean, look, from the front ways it looks okay, but as soon as you turn it, there's absolutely no paint on this figure. Now, in Bandai's defense, the budget of these toys has probably got to be a lot lower than it is over in Japan, where they can afford probably to make more paint, or if it's a model kit, make it a different colored plastic. But over here, you don't really have that kind of budget. But just look at all the detail that isn't caught here without any paint. There's a ton of it, and I know what you were about to suggest, Ryan, why don't you go and paint it yourself? Well, that's because the last time I tried to give something a custom paint job, it didn't turn out well. And by comparison, Blaze is actually looking a lot better. He actually has a painted Morpher, he's got a lot of details painted in on his chest, and on his helmet. All of the silver bits are the same color they're supposed to be in the show. They're all silver. So, I mean, the one bit of silver that is missing is Enter's little monocle here. Or I guess it's Blaze's little monocle thingy. It's not too big a problem. The Lion Fire Armor Ninja Steel Red Ranger has a black sword that's completely unpainted. You're probably asking, why is there red though on the hilt? And that's because I tried to paint it myself, but that didn't go well. This is why I don't paint things. Anyways, you can shove it into his hand and he can basically hold it like a sword and whatnot. And the back of the sword has a little tab that you can basically plug into the back of the Ninja Steel Ranger. And it's not coming out. That's pretty nice, right? But then you get over to Blaze's figure, and he comes with 3 accessories. You've got his morpher key, which is very nicely painted and extremely show accurate, right down to the little green key thing, which is kind of weird considering it doesn't match with this thing unlike the other Rangers' morpher key. You've also got a sword that has a well-painted hilt and a slightly weirdly painted blade here on the sides. It's fine. And then you've got this weird blaster thing, which has a nicely painted burgundy hilt and a scope thingy and eyes on the gun. You can also take the beast key and plug it in 2 spots. You've got the red bit up here, which can plug onto his arm like so, and now it looks like a giant blade hanging off his arm. Or you can take the little gray part down here and also slot it onto this part of the forearm. And it can either double as a blade, or as a shield if you want. Ta-da! The number of accessories on this figure also lend to how many poses you can give him. Speaking of posability, let's talk about that now. The Red Ranger has a hinge joint at both of his pauldrons, a nice universal joint here at the shoulder with a rotation and a hinge in and out. We've also got a hinge at the elbow and a wrist swivel. A wrist swivel is actually a big deal on a $10 figure because, well, the movie figures didn't have it. Can't really see where the budget went on those. Anyways, you've also got a nice universal joint here at the hips, a nice rotation and outward hinge, a hinge at the leg, and yeah, that's it for him. Blaze, by comparison, doesn't have as much posability, but he's a lot easier to pose. You've only got forward and back here at the legs. You've got an outward hinge as well as a swivel here at the shoulder, an elbow hinge, and a elbow swivel, nothing at the wrist. We've also got a hinge here at the knee, and a rotation at the knee, and the head is on a ball joint. Oh, I also forgot to mention that the head of the Red Ranger is also posable. Now then, allow me to show you how many poses I can get Blaze into without having to resort to using sticky tack. So, overall, I have to wonder, where did the budget for these guys go to? I mean, just look. Smaller figures, fewer accessories, less paint. Overall, where'd the budget go for the Ninja Steel figures? I don't know. But I'm confident in saying that Blaze is far better than Brody. Sorry, buddy. Hasbro's doing a lot better job than Bandai is with the figures. I don't know about the Megazords, but hey, maybe someday soon you'll get to hear my thoughts on it. Anyways, this is Firebite27, over and out.